Hey guys, it is almost 3 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday, May 2nd, and it is time to go to bed. Yesterday on the 1st, my first Stitch Mania start was this Mill Hill kit. It is a sugar skull in pink, and this is how far I got. Stitches up pretty quickly. Probably could have gotten a lot more done, but I waited to start until the kiddos were in bed, and then I couldn't keep my eyes open, so I kept falling asleep. And then eventually I got up and made some needle minders for orders. I'll probably keep this in my purse for now so that I can do some more stitching on it when I feel like it. It's a good little one to keep with you. I let my husband do the random number generator for my May 2nd start. And the project that came up is Ink Circles, a spirited mandala. And I have all 4 of these Halloween mandalas and I'm excited to stitch them up, so glad that this one came up. This is the one with the pumpkins and ghosties and creepy trees. And it is going to be stitched on 32 count Pictureless Plus Voodoo, which the model was actually stitched on too, so it should look very similar to that. And I'm using black anchor floss for the first time. So the next time I check in, hopefully I'll have some progress on this to show you. Bye guys. Hi guys, it is the end of day 2 of Mania. And I'm about to put this project away to go to bed. This is Ink Circles, a spirited mandala. And I started in the center. And that's how far I've gotten. Not too bad. Did the drawing for my project for tomorrow. And what came up was Foxwood crossings, letter sleds, and for this first one I'm going to be doing the letter M. And that'll be for my sister and her husband. And you can actually see the M down there. You can pretty much use any of the motifs that you see in that picture above and below the letter. It's kind of like a mix and match and do it however you like, and you can do whatever color scheme you want. So I'm trying to decide what colors to choose for theirs. They really like lime greens and turquoisey colors, so I'm considering doing something non-traditional, but I'm not sure yet, so I'll have to pull some threads in the morning and see what I come up with. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, so I didn't record on the 3rd because I passed out on the couch and woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to start with that. On the 3rd, I was stitching one of these letter sleds by Foxwood Crossings, and the one that I chose was the letter M. And I am doing that style of M. This pattern comes with 2 different styles of letters. So you have ones that are similar to this, and then the more open ones like that. And I decided to pull my own colors. I'm not using the ones that are suggested in the chart. And these are the ones that I picked. And I think it's going to be pretty. I originally planned to stitch on the brown perforated paper, and then as I was sitting down to stitch after I had cut up a bunch of these, I remembered that I had some silver perforated paper. So I cut up one of those and got started. I almost finished the outside most color, which is going to be white. I'm going to follow one of these kind of blue color schemes, and I haven't decided which flower to do. I think I might do that one. And on the pattern they used gold perforated paper for some and red perforated paper for the others, and I don't have any of that, but I thought silver might look nice. So that's what I did on the 3rd. The 4th was Star Wars Day. So this one was not a random selection. This is one that I chose to stitch. And this is Star Wars Mini by ElCrossStitch on Etsy. And it's a digital pattern, so I'll have to insert a picture here. And I decided, after I started to figure out what size fabric I needed to cut from my leftover 32 count light blue Lugana, that was a scrap from cutting down my yard piece for the giant Harry Potter. I was trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do. And looking at the pattern, I was not sure that I wanted to stitch all of that. My son's favorite characters from the movies are the droids, so I decided to just do the droids. So I'm going to have C-3PO here in the middle, and then on one side of him I will have R2-D2, and on the other side will be BB-8. So it's on a longer, skinnier piece of fabric. And that is how far I have gotten. I'm planning to keep working on this one. I don't know if I'll do it more in May, but I do plan to get back to this one sooner than some of my other projects, so I went ahead and put it on stretcher bars. So it's ready to go whenever I want to pick it up. I'm going to hide this from him. I'm planning on having it be a surprise. Hopefully I can actually keep it hidden from him. We'll see. He really likes my stitching, so he's usually very aware of what I'm working on. For tomorrow, I also decided to not have a random pick. I am planning to start Ink Circles 99. And the reason why I'm just deciding to start this one instead of doing a random pick is because this is going to be a secret stitch for my husband, and he's not around tomorrow. So I'm going to get started when he's not here so that I can hopefully get a decent start on this. I am going to be using the called for fabric, which is Ale by Picture This Plus, so it'll look very similar to the example picture. I hope you're all having a good mania, and I'll check back in tomorrow. Bye! Hey guys! So it is the wee hours of the morning on the 6th. I think it's about 1:30, and I have been dyeing fabric. I was finally recording a tutorial video on how to do the low water immersion technique for dyeing fabrics, and I have a bunch of little snippets. It took basically all night, and I don't know, at the end I feel like maybe I'm too rambly and I bounce around too much. I don't know. But these are the fabrics that I made. I have this blue one. I just used blue on this, and I was hoping that it would kind of look like sky, and I think I did a good job. The second one I dyed, this one has aqua, pink, and purple. And other than the purple and the pink being a little darker than I imagined, this is super pretty and a lot like what I was expecting. I tried to get a similar effect as I got in the fabric that I dyed for my fantasy stitch along. Yeah, same colors and everything, but this one's just a little bit more intense. The last one I did, I was inspired by Halloween. This is gray, teal, and purple. And it's pretty dark. I don't know what to stitch on this, but it's super pretty. Now I have a ton of different clips of me dyeing these fabrics. See all my junk up here? And now I have to decide if I'm actually going to put them all together and put up this video. I know a lot of people have been asking for it, so I feel like I should, but I'm a little worried that I sound like a crazy person and am bouncing all over the place, but oh well. Alright, let's go. I'll show you my stitching. Hi guys, so it's almost 4 in the morning on the 6th, and I'm sharing with you what I did on the 5th because I have not gone to bed yet. I'm getting ready to go to bed, so I figured I'd do a little update to show you where I'm at. So on the 5th, I was stitching on 99 by Ink Circles, and this one was not a random draw. This one I chose to stitch today. It's going to be a surprise gift for my husband, and so I'm going to need to stitch it when he's not around, so it's a secret stitch. And he is gone tonight, so I thought it was the perfect opportunity to get this one started. I am a center starter, so Oops. This one right here, like a bunny. I need to look up what these beers are. There's a list. That's the one I started with, and I did get it done. This one's gonna be put away, and then I'll stitch on it whenever I get a chance. I'll probably maybe keep it in a Q-snap and with everything ready to go, so that if I have bits of time when my husband's not around, I can get a little stitching done on it. This one's gonna take a while, so I'm gonna take any opportunity I can find. I also set up a thread organizer for this project. Thanks to Tracy P, Miss Enabler. I got a few of these thread organizers. I think it's Peiko. And so far I really like it. And I like that I can stick my needle in there into that foam and it's ready to go. There are a lot of color changes and thread changes for this project, so this is really going to come in handy. I got a deal for 3 of them on eBay. So the second one I am definitely going to set up to work on Giant Harry Potter, and the third one's just gonna hang out for a while. I did a little fabric dyeing tonight. I plan on putting up a tutorial for that, and I have pictures and stuff to show you. And what else did I do? I don't know. I figured out a couple other possible Mania projects to add to my spreadsheet. I added Brooks Books Advent Animals. I'm going to be doing mine all on one piece of fabric, and I'm doing it on 28 count Monaco that I dyed aqua. I also added the April and May block of the Happily Ever After style. I haven't started on those yet, and my project I think is set up in a good spot so that I could get to them pretty easily, so I have those down as 2 possible starts. And the last one I added on there was Ursula Michaels' Let's Drink Beer. And I've had that one for a little while, but I haven't started it. And stitching on 99 reminded me that I have other beer related patterns. That one I'm going to stitch on 28 count white Monaco, and I'll probably swap out some of the colors. I think it's going to be a gift for my parents, so I'll have to pick some colors I think will look nice in their house. I did my random draw for tomorrow, and I'm going to be stitching on Tombstone sampler. And then remember that one's going to be on, I think, Dapple from Pictures Plus, and I'm using a hand-dyed black silk for the threads. So the next time I check in, I should have some progress on that to show you. See you next time. Hi guys, it is Sunday, May 7th, and I did not film an update yesterday. My dad is visiting, and we were just really busy yesterday, and in the evening when I would have done my little update, because I don't really stitch until after the kids go to bed. By the time I would have recorded, I was tired. We watched Rogue One, and then we watched a couple episodes of Great British Baking Show, and a little bit of Agent Carter. I have those all recorded, but I haven't had a chance to watch them yet. So it was a lot of fun, but by the time we were done watching all of the things, I was too tired and I fell asleep on the couch for a little while. So this is what I worked on for the 6th. This is Tombstone Sampler by Dark Crosses, and it is available through the Cottage Needle Etsy shop. I'll put a picture in of what it's supposed to look like. And this pattern is fully customizable, so it will have our family's last name, and I think for the year I'm going to put the year that my husband and I got married. This is on 32 count Dapple by Pictures Plus, and I am using hand-dyed silks from Silks From You, or For You, Silks For You on Etsy, and you can't really see any of the variegation. Yeah, this is basically black, but there are some lighter areas, and then can't see it, but in here there's a little bit of like brown speckled in. For today, for the 7th, I drew wind and sails. That is this one right here. We can't direct the wind, but we can adjust our sails, and this is from Stoney Creek, Autumn 2016. And I would have liked to have done it on a hand-dyed fabric, but I don't think I have anything that will work. I thought I had some other neutrals, but I can't find them right now. So I pulled out this 28 count Monaco in T, and I think it'll look good on that. Hopefully I have flosses I can use. The pattern calls for some over-dyed threads that I don't have, but I think DMC will work out really well. So I'm gonna get to stitching on this later. My dad is still here for a little while. We have a belt ceremony for my son for martial arts today, and he also has piano practice, so I probably won't get to stitching again until they're in bed tonight. And then hopefully I'll be able to film a little update on how far I get on this before I go to bed. So see you later, guys. Morning. It is Monday, May 8th, and week 1 of Mania is done. And I was able to keep up. I'm really excited about that because that means I have 7 projects started and just ready to grab whenever the fancy strikes for me to stitch on those. This is what I worked on yesterday for the 7th. It's called Wind and Sails, and it's from Stoney Creek Collection, Autumn 2016. And this is what it'll look like when it's all stitched up. The pattern calls for over-dyed threads, and I decided to just use the DMC. And I really like the colors. You'll see I skipped around a bit, and that is because I really wasn't feeling well yesterday. And I was just trying to pull the threads that I had in my master set near where I stitch, and some of the colors aren't in there. I actually don't know. I might be missing some of the colors. I know that at some point at least I had all of the threads, and for some reason some of them seem to be missing. So it's possible that they're in kitted up projects that I haven't unkitted yet, because I used to just kit everything and everything's like in their own little baggie, and I stopped doing that so I could just use the master set, but I haven't finished moving everything over yet, so it's probably hiding somewhere from me and I'll have to find it. This is the first project since Mania started that I really did not want to stop stitching on, and I'm a little bit sad that I'll be moving on to a different project because this one has been really fun. And maybe it's because it's smaller and there are, I don't know, maybe larger sections of color where it starts to actually look like something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really liking this one. So my original draw for today's stitch was Beach Day, and it's by Country Cottage Needleworks. I don't have it with me, I'd show you. But after I pulled it out, I realized that I don't have the threads for it. I found the threads that I bought, because I do have the overdyed threads, and I found them over the weekend just in a baggie somewhere. I was like, oh, I know this needs to go with my Beach Day. And I set them down somewhere and I cannot figure out where I put them. So it's probably, you know, in that elusive safe spot that things go to and then you never see them again. So I am not going to do that one today. I drew a new project and we're back to Halloween. And I will be stitching on Candy Corn of Mischief by Bent Creek. And I'm not using their threads or the fabric because this is a kit. And it has the like chunky linen and pearl cotton. I am planning to stitch in DMC, and I'm going to see how it looks on this gray Monaco that I dyed myself. So hopefully I'll check in. I'm not sure if I'll do a week 1 update video and then switch to week 2 in a separate video. It probably depends on how I'm feeling today. So if you don't get to see the update in this video, check out week 2 later. Bye!